Guys, Ethereum ETF approval just happened. Big news on the way, could cause a huge surge in the market for Ethereum. We're going to cover the ins and outs and look at the chart today. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so we're looking at an article that was just recently published today in regards to the Ethereum ETF approval. All right. There's been a lot of speculation going on whether this would get approved or not. We're almost like 95% sure it's going to happen. So pretty sure this is going to go in the direction we want it to, causing a huge rally in the market. We have a article that's published, and it reads, Ethereum ETF approval could spur 60% rally as Ethereum buying increases. So it means a lot more people are putting their money in Ethereum right now in hopes of this approval, which is most likely guaranteed to happen. Down here it says the forecast mirrors the market reaction after spot Bitcoin ETFs were approved in January. So they're thinking, what happened when the spot Bitcoin ETF was approved, and the reaction that it caused could happen with Ethereum as well. It says the approval of spot Ethereum exchange traded funds ETF in the U.S. could lead to a significant rise in the token's value, mirroring the market reaction seen with Bitcoin ETFs. Bitcoin rose to over 73,000 from 42,000 in 2 weeks after the ETF started trading on January 11th, CoinGecko data shows. So as you can see what actually happened when this approval went through for Bitcoin, and they're thinking that it's probably going to do it with Ethereum. The decision on the ETF is expected soon, with significant buying activity observed on both centralized and blockchain-based exchanges. Approval of spot Ethereum exchange funds in the U.S. could drive a rally as much as 60% in the second largest cryptocurrency in the coming months. The forecast echoes the market reaction after spot Bitcoin ETFs were approved in January. We already read that. And yeah, basically, it's just showing, what could possibly happen. There is a lot more buying in the market right now in terms of Ethereum. A lot of people are hoping to catch it right before it snots off like a rocket. Because if you try to buy this after it gets approved, it might be too late. So if you're trying to catch this big move, this big play, you should probably try to buy it time now. But we're going to look at the charts because it changed already like really quick, even since yesterday when I published a video. We're going to start out simple. Support and resistance. All right. So that's what we have here. We will draw some supply and demand. To keep it very simple before we break it down and actually see what is going on, because what happened within the past few couple hours is going to tell a lot about what is to come for Ethereum. All right, so we can see that we are on a slight uptrend. Price would have to come back, pretty far to retest this trend line, but it most likely will in the future for sure. But anyways, as we can see, we broke through this area of consolidation right here. Give you this. We broke through right there because that's where we were stuck at. We were stuck in between here and we were stuck in between here. We were stuck in between these two lines, giving us just an area of consolidation. Yesterday we were sitting almost at like 37.90 per coin for Ethereum. And it seems today that we have rallied on through, almost touching a mere 4,000. I'm telling you, it's with all the news that's going on, it's gonna pump, and it's gonna pump hard. We were at $3,947 at one point before coming back down and retesting this area of supply and demand, which is good and which is healthy, because as we can see right here, you can see it broke through right here, came up, it broke through, retested, which is perfect, then gave us another bullish candle, letting us know we're going to keep going in this direction. Then we broke the previous high, and now we're retesting again. We might sit in this area for a couple hours or a day or two, but it's time. It is time. And as far as where it's going to go, we can look to see price come up to about $4,100 before we see any other big moves, because that's where we saw a huge area of supply and demand in the past, and it caused a huge drop in the market. As you can see, price was on a huge uptrend right there before hitting this area of supply and demand and plummeting $1,000. So we're going to look for price to come up to this area before we actually see a big reaction. I mean, it could come to this area and just pump on through. We are not for sure, but we know price is probably most likely going to sit in between this area and this area, just based on what the past history is showing. But betting odds is going to say we're going up higher, because this article was just published, a couple hours ago. So just imagine the next couple of days as we get closer to this approval, how many more people are going to be putting their money into Ethereum and pumping this thing well above, recent highs. You don't want to be on the back end of this, because if you catch it too late, you might catch it right before it's about to fall and correct itself. So be ready for a huge move in the market in regards to Ethereum, because we're coming up on a huge approval for this ETF, and it's going to make it pump. All right, so if you gained any knowledge from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much. Peace.